I'm going to take my time with this one. It is Outside the Wire. This thing was so deep. So fucking deep. And I'm so glad you had your main antagonist and protagonist were brothers. And this was more like a mid elder to a young rookie mentoring thing. Okay, now there's elements of Sicario that I'll address in this movie, and Training Day, what I'll also address in this movie. So a lot of different elements. There's a lot of a lot of trickery. All right. Plot devices. This thing doesn't go the way you think it's going to go. All right. So yeah. So let's get into it. Franklin from Snowfall is in this. I didn't even realize who the dude was till halfway through the movie. Right. Okay. So the year is 2036. Civil war is in Eastern Europe. U.S. troops are peacekeepers. Okay. There's a crime lord named Victor Koval. He controls the area. The Pentagon deploys robotic troops called GUMPs to active duty. So if you think Pat Labor, Gundam, you know, the robotic troops, Robotech, okay. So all the Boston Dynamics shit that they've been slowly revealing to us over the years, these things with guns that work for both sides. Okay, like every nation has its own set of GUMPs. All right. So Lieutenant Harp, which is Franklin, he's a drone pilot. Now there's a disconnect between drone pilots and combat groups on the ground. Okay, because drone pilots, basically it's Call of Duty to them. There's no human connection. So you see Lieutenant Harp flying his drone, eating gummy bears. Like, to him, it's just, it's nothing to him. It's almost like a video game. All right, very cold, very precise, very calculating. All right, so there's U.S. troops are ambushed and pinned down. The drone pilot, his code was Rolling Thunder, wants permission to engage. He's told to hold back as he disobeys an order and then fires upon a hostile vehicle because he says, hey, I see a launcher. The lieutenant's like, don't do it. Don't break. Don't fire. Okay? He fires anyway. He destroys the hostile truck, but he kills 2 American troops, but he saved 38 troops. Okay? So then he's been deployed to Camp Nathaniel under Captain Leo. It's like a demotion, right? Hold up. Okay. So then as he arrives to Camp Nathaniel, oh shit, here we go. Come on, get back into focus. There we go. As he arrives at the camp Nathaniel, the GUMPs, robot GUMPs, are used to facially recognize each incoming troop. Okay? So basically for Lieutenant Harp, this is a pass-fail for drone pilots who screw up. Hart is told Leo is not like us. Okay? And then they make a mention that Hart's drone pilot training is worth more than soldiers on the ground. Okay? So then as Hart makes his way to Leo's barrack, Leo is listening to classical music on a record player, on vinyl. All right? Hart thinks Leo is a quartermaster. Hart has to accompany Leo on a mission to deliver vaccines for a cholera outbreak. Leo is MARSOC. He's Marine Special Ops. He locates and removes special weapons from insurgents. Okay? Let me see these comments. All right. Hart then signs an NDA. They're going after Victor Koval. He's a Krasnian warlord. He wants to make Ukraine a part of Russia again. Okay? The U.S. is in a demilitarized zone right in the middle of Krasny. Victor set off dirty bombs in Kiev. At the time of Ukraine's independence from Russia, it held 1/3 of Russia's nuclear arsenal. Okay. The funny thing is, I actually looked this stuff up, and it really does. It's true. I didn't know that. All right. A lot of things told in this. Yikes. As they get ready to deploy, Hart then questions his lack of field expertise. Leo tells him he's special enough for the both of them, as Hart notices Leo's torso is almost completely see-through. Okay. So then Leo has 4th generation biotech. You can see electrical impulses running through his body. And then Leo then camouflages his body. Okay. Leo is a prototype. Leo takes offense to a Gump being abused. So there's 2 grunts like whacking away at a robot soldier. And then Leo takes offense and scolds the soldiers. Okay. Leo had chose Hart to watch his 6. Hart is then beaten up by soldiers, the regiment that he killed during his drone strike prior. So now they're all on the same team. Okay, so it was like kind of payback for killing 2 of their guys. They're all under Leo's command. Okay. Leo then pokes fun at Hart over his fiance. His nickname is Gummy Bear. Okay, so they enter Victor Codal territory. They encounter people raiding a supply truck. They begin to set up a perimeter. Somebody throws a brick at a Gump, and the Gump shoots a man in the leg. Then the Gump is told to go offline. Leo tells his troops to lower their weapons as he talks down to the angry mob. Leo and Hart have a philosophical joust. So basically, Hart sees humanity in a very negative way. Leo, being the machine, he sees humanity in a more positive light. So we have a philosophical difference on what is humanity. Okay. Leo tells Hart the mission is to stay alive and that they finished the job. Okay. So then Hart has said, well, they weren't hungry, but they were militia. Leo says, well, why can't they be both? Okay. This is a robot saying this shit. So a VK supporter opens fire on the troops and the militia. A Gump is destroyed via smart disc bomb. Hart freezes up during a firefight. A second Gump is destroyed via rocket launcher. Hart and then Leo then go on foot to deliver the vaccines. Leo tells Hart, war is ugly, and you gotta get dirty to see any real change. Leo asks Hart, why would the Pentagon pick his face to represent the military? Why wouldn't they make him a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Peckerwood? He says, psyops. His sleeve may say U.S., but his face says neutrality. Jeez. Right? Hart then calls Leo's compassion manipulation. Hart and Leo are being tracked by a sniper. They deliver the vaccine. The sniper fires, missing Leo, killing a nurse. Leo then shoots the sniper in the neck and begins to interrogate him as they leave him for the people to finish him off. Hart wants to call him in. He threatens to call in and report Leo went rogue. Hart then gets loud with Leo, yelling at him, telling him, did your motherboard freeze? Did your motherboard freeze? All right. Because he still sees Leo as more machine than anything else. Okay. Leo then asks, why are you such a pain in my motherfucking ass? And then tells him to get in the fucking truck. Leo then tells Hart he was right to fire. It was a launcher. They should have put a medal on his chest. Leo tells Hart he's not a man. He was created with necessities to do his job. He's a combat soldier, but has the allowance to break certain rules and at his own volition. Okay, so he's an autonomous cyborg being. He can form his own thoughts and do it, he has his own thoughts. All right. He is Skynet, basically, what we consider Skynet, a fully sentient, autonomous being. Okay. Self-aware. All right. Hart equates humanity with fault. Stupid, lazy. He says emotions lead to mistakes. Leo says maybe humans aren't emotional enough. They arrive at the destination, which is an orphanage. Okay. Koval knows where the codes and the silos are. So Koval's whole plan is to get access to the new codes and get access to the silos so he can launch a missile attack on the U.S. Okay. The contact Sandra asks Hart, how does it feel to see his work up close? He asks, well, what do you mean? She says these children were made orphans by his bombs destroying their homes. They go to meet the next connect. Leo completely, they go to meet All-Ashk, right? And so there's a fight that ensues, and then Leo just kind of wrecks all the bodyguards 15 seconds flat, just in very efficient, brutal fashion. Yo, Anthony Mackie could play an action hero at this rate. Going off the fight choreography scenes in this movie and how he pulled it off and made it look believable. Yeah, Anthony Mackie could play a pretty good action star if he went that route. I'd believe it. Okay. What in the hell? Okay. They killed the bodyguards. The contact sold VK Russian Gumps. Sophia then kills the contact. Leo tells Hart their intel into the perimeter was aborted. Now here is the Sicario moment. Leo's telling Hart, an intel officer like Hart can follow an aborted line and it be called a hunch. But if Leo does it, it's considered a fault. Intel would take him offline and Koval wins. Now, if you're sharp and you watched Sicario and loved that movie as much as I have, you'd remember when Josh Brolin's character from the DOJ, they picked old girl for her to accompany them on their mission to find the tunnel, to send what the fuck is his name? What is his name? Y'all, goddamn. I'm losing it. Benicio del Toro, his character, into the underground tunnel to go get the drug boss, right? And so there was a reason why they didn't pick her partner, the lawyer, to come with, because DOJ can't operate outside the country without a U.S. based federal officer in tow with them. Okay, so that was the Sicario moment for Hart and Leo, because Leo couldn't have done this without an intel officer. Okay, because if he did this by himself, he'd be considered a glitch. You understand? All right. Okay. Hart then asked about, what about your internal systems? He says, at what point do you cross the line? Leo tells him, the moment you're not with me. Hart then spazzes out and says he's breaking the law and he'll go to jail. Leo dares Hart to call it in and shut it down. Hart has to cut out Leo's tracking device in his spine. So he cuts out the tracking device. Okay. Then they head off to engage Koval at the vault. Is a bank vault and an investment firm. Okay, that's where the codes are at. All right, Leo then uses gun fu to kill Koval's men. Gun fu. Everybody knows about gun fu. John Wick, Chow Yun Fat, that type of shit. All right. A Russian Gump then steps in and fires a barrage of bullets. Now, why I like the Russian Gump, because the Russian versions of the Gumps, it will get down on all fours and the shoulder mount cannon will pop off to the side and begin firing 50 cal rounds. It's an awesome sight. Now, I get it. You watch enough of these Boston Dynamic videos. Yes, the worst thing you want to see is basically a T-1000 with a firearm or a mini cannon coming after human people. That's people's pretty much biggest fear. But watching this in a military application setting, I was like, okay, I can appreciate robots being in the field with troops, and I'm sure the troops would love to have cover fire of a goddamn robot. All right, so it was cool to see it jump down on all fours, and the shoulder cannon just pop up and just fire the rounds. I was like, oh, that's slick. That's slick. All right. So then he destroys it with a grenade launcher. Hart then calls in the colonel for backup. Leo takes out more Russian Gumps. Hart then frees some hostages. 2 APCs pull up outside the street. Masked men then come out of the building with hostages at gunpoint, flanked by more Russian Gumps. So then the Leos begin to chase Koval. In the building, Koval has the codes. So while in the first floor of the bank vault, you got the kidnappers, the hostages, the Russian Gumps. Flanked outside the street are the American Gumps. Somewhere in the top of the building is Leo chasing Koval. Okay. One of the U.S. Gumps headshots one of the kidnappers, and then a firefight ensues. So you have kidnappers, Russian Gumps versus American Gumps in a firefight shootout, and then hostages are getting killed in the crossfire. Awesome. It was an awesome moment. I was like, okay, I like where this is going. All right. Hart then corrals the remaining hostages to safety. Hart calls back in for the Marine support. The colonel tells him they sent in a drone. The irony of that. So now Hart is on the opposite end of a pending drone strike. He is an actual combat boots on the ground type of guy now. Clear 180 from the very beginning of this movie. All right. Leo tracks down Koval and kills him. Grabs the codes. Hart makes his first combat kill, saving a hostage. The drone fires a missile at the bank. Nobody survives the impact. All the hostages are dead, and they believe who they killed is Koval. And then the colonel says Leo was a casualty. He's a casualty. They think Leo's dead. He died in a blast. Okay, so then Leo, after the explosion, Leo tells Hart, now you see your work firsthand. Leo has the codes. Hart questions Leo again. Leo says it's a paradox of command. I follow you, you follow me. Leo's backup system allows him to relinquish the need for human authority if said person is exhibiting impaired judgment. Here's a Training Day spin. So then it begins these flashbacks of Hart making these impaired judgments. All the examples of him making impaired and improper judgments. That's your Training Day moment. I was like, oh, they flipped it on us. And now it's going somewhere I didn't see. Right? Okay. So then Leo tells Hart he's exhibited improper and impaired judgment throughout the entire mission. He says, including the removal of one fail-safe device. He disabled U.S. military hardware. So now Leo can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Alright? They think Leo is destroyed. Leo knocks Hart unconscious. Hart is kidnapped and given an antibiotic and brought back to the orphanage and then interrogated by Sandra. Sandra tells Hart Koval wasn't killed in the airstrike. Here's where it gets black people. This is about y'all at this point. This last third act is about black people. All right. Leo is going to take control of the nukes for the resistance. Who the fuck is this? My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Leo then confronts Koval. Leo wants the locale of the perimeter. Koval wasn't dead. Hart tells Sandra Leo wants the missiles for himself. Sandra tells Hart Russia wants its territories. It wants its territories back, like the Ukraine. The U.S. wants to destabilize Russia by extending conflict in these territories. Hart then...
I didn't understand that.
If you stop listening, there's nothing for you to understand. Go to sleep. Night night. Okay, Hart then tells Sandra Leo's going to launch a strike on the U.S. Leo then proceeds to kill Leo then proceeds to kill Koval and all of his men. Hart then asks Sandra how many Americans have to die. Sandra says enough till they learn what collateral damage is really about. Oh. Then Sandra frees Hart. Hart makes it back to the U.S. base. Hart tells his superiors Leo has gone rogue and Leo has the codes. Leo calls his former drone partner Bale to track the vehicle Leo is driving. He asks his superiors, let me go after him, because I know where he's going. Alright? Leo arrives at the Russian border at a missile silo. Okay? Leo hears Harp coming. Okay? Leo begins to choke Harp with his forearm. Harp then shoots Leo in the side 3 times. Now, even though he's a super tough cyborg, he can still take on damage. Alright? They gave Leo a clip or a magazine of incendiary rounds to deal with Leo. Okay? After Harp shoots him 3 times in the side, Harp passes out. Leo then goes back to activate the silo. Harp then shoots him with the incendiary rounds after he wakes up. Because now they got like 3 minutes before launch, and they got the drone waiting for confirmation to blow up the silo. Okay? So he pumps Leo full of incendiary rounds, so he's all jacked up. Now he's all melted and just jacked up. Leo then tells Harp, you can't turn it off. Black people, this is specifically, here we go. Leo cracks a joke about the world's first fully autonomous cyborg backfiring. He says, remove the humanity, increase the fight, machine versus machine. Remember how upset that Leo was at the sight of the 2 soldiers abusing the American Gump robot, okay? Leo wants the program that created him shut down for a long, long time. Leo says he has to destroy the monster, his creator, the U.S., so the U.S. needs to understand these wars must end. And he is the face of a never-ending war. Hart tells Leo humans can learn to do better. So he has completely reversed his ideological stance on humanity now. Okay? So, before I finish up, so basically what you have here is a sentient being that was created to be a killing machine that does not want to further engage in the killing of its own kind, machine versus machine, and it rather take out the program that created it and its creators, if possible, to have no more further machine versus machine killings. Black people, are you fucking listening? You have your antagonist and protagonist are 2 black men, one a goddamn cyborg, another one a drone pilot. Okay? You'll never see this type of shit in a movie with two black men. There's nothing wrong with these guys. No homosexuality, no effeminate behavior. They're military men. There's no negative stereotype in this movie about these black men. One black man got a fiance waiting for him to marry. Do you understand? The missiles prepare to launch. The drone strike is fired. Harp escapes as Leo is blown up with the missile silo. Kudos to Netflix. Kudos This is why I'm not gonna cancel Netflix. And I get it, the whole cuties backlash and cancel Netflix. Nah, I can't do that, player, because Netflix be giving me movies like this. Okay, I can't cancel Netflix. This was too good. You had the mentoring aspect between mid-older black man, young black man. The type of shit them niggas down the street keep complaining about they don't see in media. You saw it right here. Alright? This is an excellent movie. I didn't see the plot twist coming until it was too late. Alright? But to see two black men not engaged in no nonsense, so I was sold. I was sold. Okay? Ms. La, listen, don't do this. Don't come here fucking my shit up. Get your ass up out of here, man. You know what I mean? No, I got you. Fuck out of here, man. Motherfuckers are never satisfied. Ain't got shit else better to do but to come in and fuck up people's flow. Get your goofy ass the fuck out of my channel. God damn. All right. That was Outside the Wire.